Good morning. It's Rick Copley here. Greetings out there in Facebook land and other lands you may be hearing this in. I've been trying to utilize some of my Facebook Lives as podcasts as well, so getting all this content out to as many people as possible. I want to share with you guys today something super powerful, and I think it could possibly affect a lot of people. I talked about yesterday, and I've talked many times. Hey, Kenny Parrish, what's up, brother? Talked many times about people that have a lot of challenge when it comes to exercise and fitness and health. And so there are a lot of people out there that have so far to go, right? So far to go that it's hard to get started. I can tell you kind of a little bit of background here. What I've been doing is I've been spending a lot of time on Facebook specifically. I go on some other social media, but mostly Facebook, in some groups and stuff, and looking at and trying to figure out where people's struggles are and seeing where people are at, you know. Obviously, I've talked before too about the fact that I do own a business. I own two businesses, and my business is I help people with their weight loss and with their energy and muscle gain and all those different things that come with health and fitness. So I do have a business. So there is some dog in the fight, so to speak. So this is actually how I make my living. But that being said, I understand that I need to figure out and learn what the issue is, what do people struggle with. If I'm going to provide a solution for people, I need to figure out what they're struggling with. And here's what I've seen, and it's really disturbing to me. There are so many people out there that there is so little hope because it's so hard to go from where they are. People are so tired, they're so hurt, they're so disgusted with what they see, and they're so frustrated by just life. It leads to depression. It leads to all these other issues, addictions. It all goes hand in hand. There's so many people that are struggling with just the massive amount of perceived work that they have to do. There is no light at the end of the tunnel for so many people. It's so hard just to get started, and here's why. A couple of reasons. Number one, most of these people, again, this is not a labeling. I know labels are for jars, not people, right? I'm not trying to label people, but what I'm saying is this. There are a lot of these type of people. There are a lot of them. You know some of them. Maybe you are one, where it's just you're so far away from being where you want to be that it's just so hard to get started. One of the reasons that you are that way, or these people are that way, is that you've tried and failed repeatedly, right? And that happens so much. People go and say, okay, I'm going to get healthy, I'm going to get fit. This is my year. This is my time. I'm going to do this. They'll invest money or time or energy or whatever it is, and they don't get the results. They don't get the results. And so what happens is you get set back. So you do X, Y, and Z, doesn't work, and so now you lose hope and you get back into worse habits than you were before. So you did whatever you did, let's say you lost 20 pounds and then you gained back 30, and now you're worse off. That cycle continues again and again and again and again, okay? And so that's what happens to a lot of people. Other reasons, that does that sometimes. The video, hopefully it'll come back on. It looks fine on my end. Thank you, Becky, for letting me know, though. I will look at it here on my little thing here. Let's see if I'm up. Let's see if I'm going. Yeah, I look like I'm going here. Maybe it's just you. Maybe you freeze up. So another reason that people struggle with that light at the end of the tunnel, for lack of a better term, is that there's so much misinformation out there that we get overwhelmed by that. Okay? So what we do, say hi to my dog back there, Ruby walking by. What some people do is they say, okay, I have to lose 100 pounds. What do I do? What do I do? And so all of a sudden they're inundated with do this, do that. You look up things, you get contradictory information. There's so much stuff out there, and there's so many programs, and you start looking at what should I do, this person, that person. What are you going to do? And that's a legitimate thing. And I don't want to say it's an excuse. It's not, but it's a legitimate reason that people have trouble getting started, because they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to eat. I don't know how to exercise. I don't know what program is right. Another part of it too is there's so many people out there, and I'm going to kind of throw myself a little bit under the bus. There's so many people out there that have programs that they say work and that they try to get you to buy, right? Which is, 100% legitimate as well. There are different programs that work. There are a dozen or more companies out there that have different programs, weight loss, muscle gain, whatever it is, cleanses that work and are good. But again, I think it's you, Becky. I think it's you. But again, there are legitimate things that work, but again, there's a lot going on. So you have these different factors that come into play. So let's say you want to get started, but you failed in the past. So you're apprehensive because you don't want to spend the money again. And then all of a sudden you see there's so many different things you don't know what to do, right? You don't know what to do. And then you got people going after you saying, "Hey, do my program. Take this, take that, do that. This is going to work." It's overwhelming, right? I totally get that. Totally get that. Totally 100% get that. So what it comes down to is this. Yes, you have, and again, I'm not talking to specifically any one person, but I'm talking to the type of person that has got a massive amount of health and fitness they need. They've got so much fitness that they need. They're sick, they're hurt, they're disgusted, all this stuff. 100 pounds to lose, 200 pounds, whatever that is. It's a big number. They just don't know what to do to get started. Here's what you do. Get started, right? Get started. I teach this, and if you have followed me at all, you've listened to my stuff, I see a lot of the same people jumping on sometimes. That's awesome. By the way, if you're on here, make sure to share because I think this could be valuable for a lot of people. There are 4 things that people need to do. 4 things. Number 1, you need to eat right. These diets that you see come out, these different things that you see come out, whether it's low this, high this, keto, no carb, low carb, high fat, no fat, all these different fad diets, none of them work long term. They just don't work long term. Just don't work. You have to learn how to eat right. You have to learn how to balance your nutrition. Everybody's a little bit different. And again, if you want, I have a 40-minute audio and it's perfectly free, by the way. You can find it on the Fit Life Podcast. Go to the Facebook page. Any of my episodes of Fit Life Podcast. In the show notes is a direct link to the podcast, how to eat. It will teach you how to eat. You need to learn how to eat properly. You need to learn how to balance your calories, balance your nutrition, eat right for you. Everybody's a little bit different, but you need to learn how to eat right. There's no fad diets. There's no quick fixes. You need to learn how to eat right, okay? That's a process, and it's a lifestyle change you need to make. Again, if you're looking at big results that you want to get, it's not going to happen overnight. But you need to do these 4 things. I'll tell you how kind of they tie together, and I'll simplify it in a second. Number 2, you need to exercise. Whatever that means for you, you need to move your body. You need to move your body. Again, if you are on here and you want a free exercise program, I have one of those too. I have a 24-day program that I'll give to anybody that wants it. Just tell me. You can comment on here. Write 24, and that's my exercise program. It's 24 days. Write 24, I'll send it to you. Or private message me. Either way, I'll get it to you. So you need to learn how to exercise right. And most of us do it wrong. I don't want to kind of get into all the misinformation out there, but I promise I'll tie together at the end. But you need to learn how to exercise. So you need to learn how to eat, take some time, get it done, and then you need to exercise. Those 2 things. You also need to change your mindset, change the way you think. It's not hard, right? It's not hard. There's no complex algorithms here. You just need to stop identifying yourself as being fat or depressed or lazy or disgusted, any of those negative words. Identify yourself as someone that's improving, someone that's feeling good, someone that's energetic and passionate, someone that loves to exercise and loves to get results. Just identify yourself a little bit different. Change your mindset, change your vocabulary. Again, keep it simple, but make those little changes. And every change you make needs to be a change. You understand that? It's not something you did temporarily. I talked to someone recently, I think it was actually someone that's on here, but they're doing some sort of military diet, which is one of the worst things you could possibly do. Yeah, you lose 10 pounds in a week or whatever it is, but you'll just gain right back when you start eating like a normal human being again. You can't take little things that are temporary and expect it to be permanent. Okay, you can't go on a diet that'll last for 6 months and expect that to last forever. You need to do things that are a change. It's a lifestyle change. Okay, and the 4th part, and this may be controversial, but I 100% believe that supplements can and do play a role as an assistance. They don't take the place of food. They don't take the place of exercise, but they give you some assistance and they help you, and it's a way to kind of bridge the gap from where you are to where you want to be. So that can help. So if you combine those 4 things, keep it simple, move in the right direction, you'll get long-term results. Now, that being said, let's get back to the whole topic, basically what this whole conversation is supposed to be about, all right? Is you have big goals, but you have a long way to go. Long way to go, okay? I'm going to use a term here that's going to feel derogatory to some people, but it's not, and I'll explain why. We used to call the people in the fitness industry kind of like a train wreck, right? Someone that has high blood pressure, they're overweight, they're hurt, there's all these different issues going on. It's like a train wreck. It's hard to really, but you know what? Every train wreck can be cleaned up. Anything, any issue. What's up, Terry? What's up, Megan? Good job. Thank you guys for jumping on. Anything that is, any mess you've made of yourself, you can change. But you have to do this. Become someone who is involved in a fit lifestyle. That's it. A fit lifestyle. Good job, Terry. Fit lifestyle. I hope you're enjoying the snow up there. By the way, I'm very envious and jealous of all the snow you guys have up north. Doesn't matter who you are, you can transform yourself from being someone that's miserable, lazy, fat, whatever you identify yourself as, being someone that's on a fitness journey. All it takes is a decision. All it takes is a decision. Decision. Start moving. Take those 4 simple areas. Okay, and again, you don't have to necessarily follow exactly what I say. You can find somebody else, but it's a smart idea to follow somebody, right? Don't just go in one direction. Okay, think about the four wheels on your car. Okay, if one of them's flat, you don't just pump up the other 3, right? So you want to put a little bit of effort into each one of those areas. Take some time. Your body's the most important thing you have. It's the most valuable asset. Why do we spend so much time on things that don't really mean a whole lot, aren't that valuable in the long run, when the most valuable thing we have is that thing we see in the mirror that we're disgusted by, right? Why is it? Why do we spend so much time and money on other stuff? So take those 4 areas. Improve a little bit every single day. Okay, improve a little bit every single day. If you have big improvements that you need to make, you just have to move in the right direction. Stop identifying yourself. Stop looking for attention, negative attention. Stop posting on Facebook how it's somebody else's fault. It's your fault, right? It's your fault. You have to accept that and start moving in the right direction. Again, I apologize. A lot of the stuff I say kind of goes in the same direction. Well, it's true. It is honest to God the truth. If you simply take those 4 areas of your life, improve a little bit in each one of them, you will have long-term results. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Steph, I didn't know you jumped on. Thank you for watching. You will have long-term results if you be on a journey, always improving, always working, always trying to do a little bit more to get yourself healthy and to get yourself fit. If you want some help on that, I've been doing this in my live. It's actually people have responded to this. So if you want some extra energy, you could try the Spark Energy, which is what my wife and I use, and we distribute Avocare. So if you're interested in trying some of this and supporting us, because this is what we do, we don't really have jobs, we do this. If you want to do that, I got a special price for this today only, President's Day sale on tubs of Spark. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. If anybody wants a tub of Spark, I have a special deal going on. Private message me. Reach out to me. Make sure you share. If you share and you private message me, I will give you a tub of Spark at a discounted price today only. This is not something I'm doing beyond President's Day, but just to the end of today, I'll give you a way to pay and get that Spark off to you. Going to ship it right to your doorstep. If you want some awesome energy, and again, this is only the tub for that tub of Spark. So 8 different flavors, awesome stuff. So if you want to do that, just message me. If you got value out of this and you want to share with others, please do. Click share at the bottom. Get this message out to other people. And I'd love to have as many people as possible. We're building up our fan base out there and getting the message out to a lot of people. If you live in Central Florida, come to our gym, No Limits Fitness. I miss Spark. It rocks. Oh, well, thank you, Becky, for recommending that. I'm sorry you can't have. There is caffeine in Spark, but there's also a lot of other good stuff. It gives you great energy. So awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. I'm going to try to do this every day, give you guys some more value and help you out on your fitness journey. So thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Rock on.